Hi guys, this is another video where I try and answer a question that Celina has got for me, and hopefully it will add a bit of value to you guys as well. So you asked me a question the other day, but what was it again?
So basically, the other day I heard you speaking to one of our friends, and you used the term tax wrapper, which I found a bit strange and weird, and I just wanted to know how it relates to investments.
Okay, so the way I like to talk about tax wrappers is by demonstrating what it is. So, glasses. Can I borrow your glass of squash, please?
You just put your own there.
Yeah, I need that as well. And then do you mind if you grab another one for me while I set the camera up?
How about I do that bit and you go get the drink, the third glass or whatever you need.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to do that now. So, when we're talking about tax wrappers, think of them as different glasses to hold your funds in. So if the fund was the same in each container or glass, so in this case it's the same drink in each glass, then how that drink is treated for tax purposes is determined by which glass it's put into. In other words, which tax wrapper it's put into. So, for example, the one on the right side of the screen could be your pension, and that has different ways of treating tax, and we've explained that in our last video. The middle one, for example, if it was an ISA, then that has various tax efficiencies built in. And then on the left is, for example, you could have a investment bond, and that will also treat your money differently. Now, the question then arises is, how does one determine which tax wrapper to use? Okay, so that's up to the advisor to assess. And some of the things that the advisor will look at to determine, which glass to put your drink into, or which combination of glasses, it all comes down effectively, amongst other things, comes down to your objective. In other words, what you want to do with your money, how long you have to invest your money for, so in other words, what your time frame is, how old you are, what your tax situation is, so are you a non-taxpayer, basic taxpayer, higher or additional, also what available allowances you have, so because with some of these tax wrappers there's various allowances that are available, and whether you've used them or not. Another important factor is accessibility, so how accessible do you need to have that money, and obviously the other thing that comes into play as well is how much do you have to invest. Okay, so there are a number of other tax wrappers available, but they're the three examples that I've used just to explain to you and demonstrate how it works. So does that sort of make sense for you?
Yes, thank you very much, Kozzy.
So, you can have your drink back.
Thank you. You can finally drink it now.
Yeah, thank you for that. And if you guys got anything else you want to know, I've already had some suggestions, so just bear with us. And we'll try and get some videos put out over the next couple of weeks. But thank you for watching, and if you've got any other suggestions, then please comment below. Thank you very much.